I'm joined by the second seed of the tournament, Hari from India. You just won your second game against your countryman, Vishnu Prasanna. Can you tell us a few words about the game, please?
He surprised me with the Marshall Gambit. He probably would have played the Marshall Gambit, so I decided to play something unusual in the opening, and I think he reacted not so well, and his moves e5 I think is well, I think it's not accurate. And thereafter, I had slight advantage, but suddenly it got complicated, and I think I found knight c4 move, which was quite good. And after that, I get double bishop plus pawn up. So, well, I have to play well in order to convert into a point, but it
You
was good
managed.
position.
Okay, another question about yesterday. Yesterday you played the longest game of the round. It was a very tough game, but you managed to win in the end. How did that feel?
Well, actually, I think it was. It should have been a draw because knight a4 was actually it was a draw, and I saw that, but my opponent didn't see. Fortunately for me, so I have no complaint that he didn't see.
Vladimir Hamidzevic from Moldova, who just scored one of the upsets of round two by beating Sergei Tivyakov with black. Can you tell us a few words about the game?
They was like Italian, I believe. I played the first time in my life with black, so I I don't know much about it. So, but I got quite comfortable position out of opening, and then tried to put the pressure, and everything was alright. And I think until I made a move like King H7, what I was really unhappy to do, because like it was. Uh, I think like King H8 was much better, but I was so angry at myself after playing King H7, and then I don't know, after in a side note, then we went to quite like bad side note for both of us, and then I think it was just like a swings. I don't know, like probably like at some point I was doing really good, and at some point I felt like the position was absolutely out of control, and then suddenly it just like he blundered in one move, and yeah, this is how I won. So.
So you just stormed to 2 out of 2. Can you tell us a few words about today's game?
I was very pleased with today's game because I was actually in quite a lot of trouble yesterday. I'm a bit rusty. I've only played one ELO rated tournament in the last 6 months, actually, after the Thailand Open. I played in South Africa, and that wasn't the strongest event. So suddenly to be playing in a tournament where you're getting guys with 2400 in the first round, you've got to be awake. So no, I was very pleased with today's game, and it was quite funny because I was in Edinburgh last week and I was giving some lectures on how to attack, and I showed a game which was kind of a blast from the past, which I played against Simon Agderstein 30 years ago, and is where I made this Greek gift sacrifice, bishop h7 check, knight g5, but with my queen on d2, which is sort of highly unusual. And I showed this game, which actually wasn't very clear at all, but it was interesting, and Agderstein blundered, and I eventually won in a very nice way. And so I'm playing today's game, and I realise I can make the same combination. So apparently there is some advantage of doing these lectures, because I was thinking for about 5 minutes, I was thinking about all sorts of other moves, and then suddenly I realised I've just been showing these guys how to attack with my games, and this is the exact same principle, that his pieces were out of the way, and it's unusual with the queen on d2, because otherwise, of course, it's very routine.
So it was an easy attacking win.
Well, it's not that easy actually, because I'll tell you, it's easy when there are forcing moves, but when you play a quiet move, and then the guy he can make half a dozen different moves. This is actually the most difficult because you have to consider various possible defenses. When it goes with, when everything is with checks and forced moves, then of course it's much easier to calculate. But pleased. I think the engine will approve of my play, but you never know.